But I understand why other women ain't checking them, because if you check a ghetto bitch, guess what? You're gonna have to fight her. And ain't nobody trying to be out here fighting. So I think a lot of women have just let the shit, just keep going on and turning a blind eye to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dime Trap, where we trap dimes. In today's video, I just want to talk about how we was warned a long time ago, and we didn't take heed to the warning signs that women were giving us for the past I don't know how long. We were constantly being told by women that they don't fuck with other women, right? And the reason is because these women had already saw that most of these women be on BS. You got to think, they were sitting around having conversations with other women about us. So they were already seeing how fucked up they homegirls were. They homegirls are sitting around telling them how they be using dudes. And anybody with, any type of smarts would be like, if she's willing to use this man to get what she wants, 9 times out of 10, she's willing to use me to get what she wants. Then they also was seeing how needy these women are. And I've talked to women in the past, and they'd be like, yeah, I had to cut this girl off because I had to cut my friend off because she's too needy. And whenever I don't do or go wherever she wants to go or do whatever it is that she wants to do, she gets mad and all this other stuff. They were already seeing all these things. But see, the thing is, with women, just being friends with women or whatever, they didn't have the sex blinding them from it, from their foolishness. They weren't getting no incentive by being their friend. But these women have been warning us the whole time. And my video about the 10 signs to cut a girl off or whatever, one of the signs I put on there is a woman who ain't got no friends. And in a way, I may need to take that off of that list, but at the same time, the reason why she ain't got no friends might be because she's the fucked up person, so that's why I'm gonna leave it on that list. But these women have already been seeing it. They've already been seeing it, and they've already been on some shit like they not dealing with it. And looking at us crazy for dealing with these women. And this just goes to show the difference between men and women. And how, they get mad because dudes be kicking it with their homeboys. Dudes seem happy when they kicking it with their homeboys. And it's because us as men don't bring drama and problems. And to prove that, all you gotta do is look at the fact that most of these women would tell you that they rather hang with dudes than hang with women. That just goes to show you right there that men ain't the problem in society. It's really women. Because they can't even deal with themselves. And they go on these group trips and try to make it sound like, oh, it's girls' night out. It's a girls' trip. We about to turn up. And I've said this in multiple videos. I used to see these girls when I used to live down in South Florida. Down there on South Beach in Miami. They not happy. They constantly bickering and arguing with each other. They constantly getting into fights with each other, cussing each other out in the middle of the street. And it's because women is on bullshit. Whether it's them dealing with us as men or they dealing with each other. And it's mostly black women who be on the bullshit. Because I be around a lot of white people, right? I don't hear these complaints within white women. Like, I don't see white women complaining about white women like I hear black women complaining about black women. I definitely don't hear Asian women complaining about their Asian female friends like I hear black women complaining about their black homegirls. There's some type of hatred going on in the black community between women that is next level, that nobody else is dealing with. So it's no shock that it starts to boil over into the relationship between the black man and the black woman. Like, the most I hear with women who are white complain about is women always wanting everybody to do, like a girl may always want everybody to do what she does, she wants to do. And whenever she wants to do something, the other women may not want to do it. That's the most I hear when it comes to the white community and white women when they complain about each other. I don't hear white women talking about their homegirl fuck their friend. Yeah, it happens, but it's not a constant conversation. It's not a constant having to worry about that shit. Like, white women will go and a white woman could be in a relationship and her boyfriend can go out to dinner with her homegirl and she'll think nothing of it. Because that's just how they community operates. Let that shit happen in the black community. Motherfucking windows in cars gonna get shattered. Motherfucking houses might catch on fire. All types of bullshit. And it's because the black woman does not trust other black women, because other black women have shown the black woman what they about already. And it's messed up because that's what's destroying our community. And you know, people get mad when you hear content creators say that the black woman is the least sought after woman on this earth, right? But it's only because of what's been shown. It's only because everybody sees that nobody can deal with them. Not even themselves. Not even the black man. And it's going to come to a point where the black woman is going to be out here on their own. Because nobody wants to deal with them. And they only made that situation like that themselves. Like, they created that situation. They wanted to be ghetto. They wanted to be always seen shaking their ass and doing all these things that are immoral. And it's messed up because other women aren't checking them. But I understand why other women ain't checking them. Because if you check a ghetto bitch, guess what? You're going to have to fight her. And ain't nobody trying to be out here fighting. So I think a lot of women have just let the shit, you know, just keep going on and turning a blind eye to it. Because they don't want the conflict that comes with it. Because hell, look at the conflict that comes from black men whenever we even speak on this stuff. It's them trying to say we must hate our mothers and all this other stuff. Well, guess what? My mama don't believe in half the stuff, dumb shit that y'all do. She think y'all dumb. She thinks something has terribly gone wrong with y'all. She can't understand it. So when I get on here and I say the things that I say, a lot of the times I've already had these conversations with my mom about these things. It has nothing to do with somebody hating their mom. And then you'll throw out there, well, you got daughters. I hope my daughter ends up nothing like y'all. Nothing like y'all. Why would I want my daughter to grow up to be lonely, depressed, and fucking ghetto as hell? Nobody should want that for their kids. But the messed up thing is your mamas and your daddies wanted that shit for y'all. Your mamas and daddies let all the bullshit y'all was doing slide. Your mamas was letting y'all go outside with makeup and fucking weave down your back all the way to the ground when y'all was fucking 6 years old. So y'all grew up thinking these things were okay. Y'all grew up just thinking that this is part of the black community, when in reality it ain't. A lot of y'all only know one side of the black community, because y'all see people who come from the suburbs, people who come from money and shit, and y'all look down on them. Y'all say that they not real. And it's fucked up that the media, social media and all that puts a spotlight on the bullshit, because they got the rest of the world thinking these are all black women, when there's a huge amount of black women who won't put up with that shit. They won't even entertain that shit. They're looking at these women as being stupid. And it goes back to my last video. Like, anything you say about them, they try to shame you and they try to make you seem like something's wrong with you when they're really the problem. They don't want to put the mirror to their face. They don't want to look in the mirror and look at the bullshit that they doing. And then they wondering why they're being cut off by everybody. Nobody wants to deal with that shit. You feel me? And it be tripping me out, because you got good people out here who see these things on the internet and be thinking y'all lit, thinking these women are lit, thinking these women are living this lavish ass life, thinking that, dang, why me and my friends ain't going on trips every week and all this other shit. Because you and your friends, the truth is, you and your friends got your priorities right. You and your friends work. You and your friends are taking care of your families. Where these ratchet ass women who are always taking these trips to places like Miami and Dubai and all this shit, they ain't got nothing going on. And it's being paid for. And like I said in other videos, they may say that they getting flown out and ain't having to sleep with these dudes that take these trips. They lying. And and most of y'all know that, and that's why y'all don't deal with women, because y'all know how they be lying. Y'all know how they be lying. Y'all know how they be trying to stunt, trying to act like they got what they ain't really got. But us men, we let the sex blind us from that shit. We let the sex make us put up with things that they would never put up with. And that's where we messed up. We was overlooking the disrespect that these women were giving us out in public. The disrespect they was having on the internet towards us. Just for the coochie. But men are waking up to that now. And like I always be saying, it sucks for the women who ain't on that bullshit, because there's so much of it going on in society right now that we can't figure out who's real and who's fake. We can't figure out who's trying to use us and who ain't trying to use us. Because so many women will put on a mask and they will wear that mask for years before the truth come out of who they really are. And what be sucking too is a man could get with a woman, post on social media who he with, and not one of these women will hit our inbox and be like, you know such and such on bullshit. You know such and such just using you. I done seen her do this shit to 100,000 other niggas. They just let that shit slide on some woman code shit. And you know, niggas will look at other niggas as fuck niggas for going in and putting a woman up on game to what the fuck we doing. We got the bro code too. But it's a lot more niggas out here who will hit a female up and be like, you know, bro, just using you. Because us as men, we care more. Women, we care about other people more than women care about other people. Everything has conditions when it comes to women. Where us men, we will put everybody else before us. They put themselves before everybody else because they're selfish. They've been taught or they've been molded into it's them first before anything. And that's part of the reason why we at where we at right now. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video with that. And I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if y'all feeling what I'm feeling. If not, move on to the next video. Either way, you know, I make these videos for the people who want to listen, the people who I resonate with, for the people who want the truth. Because there's a lot of people out here just pushing out a bunch of bullshit information. There's a lot of people out here who are just watching other videos and saying whatever said on the other videos because another video got a whole bunch of likes and comments and shit. But anyways, I'll holler at y'all in the next video. Peace. Try, yeah.